Hello everyone, so today's topic on Channel Mum is things no one told me. So I'm going to be doing things no one told me about pregnancy. And another little disclaimer, I'm not pregnant, and I thought it would be quite a fun video because when I was pregnant and I experienced these things, I didn't know that it was going to be like this. But this is not a video all about bad things about pregnancy and gloom. It's just what happens when you're pregnant. So if you are pregnant or it's your first time baby, this video will not scare you. It is just the truth about pregnancy. So the first thing is morning sickness, and I don't know why it's called morning sickness because it does not happen in the morning. It happens when and whenever basically the baby wants to make you sick, you're sick. When I first found out I was pregnant, and I knew morning sickness was going to happen. It doesn't happen to everyone, but it does happen to most pregnant women. And when I used to wake up in the morning, I used to be like, oh, I don't feel sick, I'm not going to get sick, until later on that day when it starts, the nausea starts and the throwing up starts. So yeah, I don't know why they call it morning sickness, because it happens when it happens, and mine tend to happen around the afternoon, evening time more than the morning time. The second thing is your hair will fall out. Now my hair falls out anyway, like if I'm brushing my hair or I'm washing my hair, it will fall out. But there's something about being pregnant, your hair will fall out in clumps. When this first happened, I was absolutely terrified. I remember like screaming and jumping out the shower when I saw this massive clump of hair loss, and I thought I was ill. I thought something was wrong with me, but it is very, very common in pregnancy to lose a lot of hair. You will cry a lot. So again, I remember, I think it was one of my best friends told me this, and I thought, I'm quite an emotional person anyway, so I probably will cry. But you will cry at the most stupidest, randomest things, and you look back and think, why did I cry? But when you're pregnant, your hormones take over, and you will cry about not having any butter left in your fridge. You will cry at EastEnders. I think I cried at pretty much everything. Like I said, I'm quite an emotional person anyway, so I was crying 24/7 basically. Cramps. Now I don't mean cramps in your stomach. I had severe cramps in my legs. I didn't get this till more when I was heavily pregnant, but I would go to sleep and in the middle of the night would wake up in excruciating pain. Before pregnant, never get cramps, never get cramps until I was pregnant, and it was all very new for me. And again, I was quite shocked about the whole cramp situation, but I would wake up in hysterical pain, and I would have to wake Paul up to kind of like comfort me, because nothing would make my cramps go away. Everyone gets them, but the only thing that would help me was putting my leg up against the wall. So say if I was laying down in bed, I would have to sit up and put my leg up against the wall and kind of push it, and then the cramp would just kind of ease off. But they would last for a good half an hour. So yeah, that was pretty horrific. Heartburn. Again, I kind of knew that heartburn was going to happen during the pregnancy, but I never knew how bad it would be. I'm not the sort of person that would have a lot of spicy foods. I'm quite kind of plain and boring with my food, so whatever I would eat, I was kind of used to the flavours. So anything I would eat, for example a roast dinner, before being pregnant, wouldn't get heartburn, but every single thing I would eat would give me heartburn when I was pregnant. So I basically lived on Rennies and Gaviscon for a lot of my pregnancy. I couldn't not have them in my handbag. If I didn't have them in my handbag, I'd have to go to the shop and buy them, because when you're stuck having that heartburn moment, it is just awful. Baby brain. Again, I heard that baby brain does happen when you're pregnant, but it was bad for me. And even when I had Ellie, I used baby brain as, I thought it was an excuse. Maybe it's an excuse, but I did have serious baby brain. I think I had it more after I had Ellie. I would put things in the fridge that wasn't supposed to be in the fridge. I would put clothes into the fridge instead of the washing machine. I would be so forgetful. Yeah, it was pretty bad, and I had that up until Ellie was about 6 months old, and then I started to kind of go back to my normal self. And the last thing, people would always say when you're pregnant, get as much sleep in as you can because of the sleepless nights, like get as much rest in. When you're heavily pregnant and experiencing heartburn and cramps and being uncomfortable and being hot at night, it is impossible to get a good night's sleep. I would be tossing and turning, waking up, going to the fridge in the middle of the night eating, and it'd be impossible. So even before you have the baby, you are tired, so you're kind of ready for the sleepless nights. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick fun video on what people do not tell you about pregnancy. I hope this didn't put you off your pregnancy if you are pregnant, because at the end of the day it is all worth it. And let me know what you did not know about pregnancy until you was pregnant. Yeah, I will speak to you all soon. Bye.